Hello guys, good evening. This is Gina with Nailed It DIY Studio Hickory, and I am coming to you from a bedroom in my house. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit. I'm going to give you guys a second to jump on. So hopefully some of you are going to be able to join me here. And we are actually in Sophia's room. And we're going to talk a little bit about bedroom decor and how do you decorate a little kid's room with decor that's going to be able to grow with them. So hey Sam, how are you? So that's kind of our topic tonight, and so hopefully you guys are getting a chance to get on here and joining me tonight so we can look at a little bit of what we've done in Sophia's room and talk a little bit about what are some ways that you can decorate in a kid's room so that you can get a little bit of longevity out of it, because if you think about kids and their tastes and what they like, it changes very often. And so some of your staple pieces, that I'm going to call them, here in the bedroom, you want to, Wisconsin's watching, I'm so excited. So you think about those staple pieces in the bedroom, and you want those pieces to be able to get some use and some longevity, okay? So you don't want that to change as often as, their new favorite, latest and greatest Disney or cartoon show or character, whatever that is, because that's going to change so often. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. It looks like we've got several on here. So, hey, Miss Paula, how are you? So we're going to look around. I'm going to show you a few things that we've done in here. And we're going to talk about bedroom decor and decorating that bedroom for your little ones. So initially, when we first started working in this room, I'm going to show you behind me here first, because this, guys, I hope you can see that pretty well. I'm going to try to walk away from it a little bit. This is one of my favorite parts of the room, okay? I've got some extra lights in here so it's not too dark so you guys can see that. All right, I'm going to flip the camera because I think this is going to help us a little bit better. So this is one of my favorite parts of the room, all right? And that is our shiplap wall. So when we first started working on this room, we didn't have a closet in here. This was just kind of a spare room, but it wasn't a bedroom. And so we needed it to have a closet. And so we built out this area to have a closet, and we did shiplap on the walls. So I'm going to flip back around here so you guys we can talk through this a little bit. So I'm really excited. I love this wall. So this is definitely something, it's cute in a kid's room, right? But it can grow with them. So by the way, if you're putting up sheetrock in your home, and maybe there's a lot of you who don't tackle projects just like that, but if you're putting up sheetrock in your home, it is so much easier. You have to have way less skill to put up your own DIY shiplap like this than it takes to finish the sheetrock. Finishing the sheetrock is so much harder, okay? So we've got that. So that's the first piece. So now I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you guys this. So this is above the dresser. Hey Regina, how are you? Aw, sweetness. All right, so this is above the dresser, and I want you guys to see that chevron pattern that we have going on there. This chevron is in some of our new releases for summer, and I thought it was perfect for a little girl's room. And so I'm going to try to get a little closer here so you guys can really see. Hi, friend. So I did a really dark gray. This is our dark 71 gray here with white on the chevron. And I'm going to zoom in really close on the monogram that I did. And that is in this really deep plum color that we have in the studio. So you can see how cute that is. And her walls, I guess you guys can kind of see that, okay? Her walls are this really pale lavender. Hey Althea, how are you? And because purple right now is her favorite color. So I don't mind when you're thinking about, yes, we're talking about rooms that grow with your child and how to do that with your decor. Painting the walls is not that big of a deal to me to put up new paint. So we went ahead and went with this really light lavender. That's her favorite color, so why not? But you can see that in the design here behind me that we were just talking about with the chevron, I did that really deep purple because I feel like that definitely plays well off of the lavender walls and complements and coordinates with that in a really cute way. This lamp, I'm going to try to turn this little lamp off here, guys, because we're getting some, maybe that'll make the lighting better behind me. Okay, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so the deep plum is sophisticated enough that it can grow with her, and we can pull that off in the monogram for a few years. All right, so I'm going to flip back around for just 1 second because I want you guys to see these cute little arrows. So I did those with white, this light gray, and this really dark gray, the same gray that's in the chevron sign, the chevron pattern. So I did that with the arrows. And these arrows, guys, were actually a camp project. So I loved them and thought they were super cute for a kid's room. Definitely something that can grow with your child. So I loved them so much, and I decided they were perfect in here. So I put those in here. So that's kind of what we've got going on above the dresser. I'm going to kind of take a step back so you can sort of see the whole dresser top. So we've got the chevron sign, we've got the cute little arrows that coordinate. We've got a mirror. Now I'm going to zoom in just because this is something Sophia made herself and colors she picked. And guys, look at how cute and adorable those are. Now this is the first one, this one right here. Okay, hopefully it'll focus. This one is the first Nailed It project Sophia ever made. Is that not precious? It is a pink and that Admiral blue that I love so much. And that's the first Nailed It project she ever made, 3 years old. So when we're talking about, hey, you guys can come in the studio and you really can do it yourself. Did you see how cute those were? You really can do it yourself. If a 3-year-old can do it, guys, you can totally do it. So those are on her dresser because they're special. She made them. They semi-coordinate with the room, but regardless of whether they do or don't, they're there because she made them and they're special, okay? So that's kind of the dresser area. Now I'm going to show you guys this wall. All right, and what we've got going on here. So we've got another arrow, and then we've got this bow hanger because, you know, a girl's got to have bows. But I'm going to zoom in on this arrow. This arrow, I distressed it. It was also a camp project, okay? So I'm going to flip around this way so you can see that in behind me. Sophia actually helped me paint that arrow, so it is definitely not perfect, but when we distressed it, it worked out great. And you can see here on the arrow, I used that deep plum color as well on the arrow because, again, when you're thinking about some of these touches where I've got that plum over in the piece, the chevron piece that we just looked at, it works well with the room because her walls are purple, are light purple, and then it's definitely something that she can grow with. And so again, if you're looking at the colors on that, she helped me paint it, so it was a fun project. We did it together. Okay, so it's super cute because A, she helped me do it, but it's a color and it's a style that she can grow with. Now the bow holder is something that we made, but you know, that's probably not something that's gonna grow with her as much. But right now it serves a great purpose and it's cute and she likes to put her bows on there and see them. So now I'm going to bring you guys over to the area where her bed was. And if you saw my social media today, then you saw a sneak peek of these signs. But I'm going to get a little bit closer and hope that you guys can see that, because what I did on these, I've got that. I'm going to try to get pretty close here. I've got that plum and I've got that dark gray color going on in both of these signs. And so when I'm thinking about decor and my home and putting pieces in my home, you know, sometimes I know I hear from people who come into the studio and have been in the studio for the first time, there's so many choices, it's overwhelming. You really can't go wrong. And here's kind of my rule of thumb for how I choose things that are going to go into my home. First of all, it needs to bring me joy. So if I'm going to put something in my home, I want it to bring me joy. I want it to put a smile on my face, okay? And then I love anything that has a positive kind of inspirational message, because that can really help plant seeds, right? And so when I've told her, obviously she's 3, she can't read. I'm going to flip it around this way. So I've told her what the signs say, so she knows what's on the signs, and then she'll be able to read that eventually. But just knowing that that's there and she's seeing that piece of positivity every day, I mean, what a great message for her to see and for her to think about. And so that's when I'm thinking about design, guys, when I'm thinking about what's going into my home, that's definitely something that's in the forefront of my mind. Does it bring me joy? Does it give me some sort of inspirational message, some sort of good vibe? Does it give me that bit of positivity that I need? Because let's face it, it's hard to go out in the world and find a lot of positivity, right? So fill your home with things that bring you joy, with things that give you that positive, inspirational message. And so that's what these signs are doing here. And then this is just cute, right? Just something to soften up the wall a little bit and just add a touch of just whimsy and cuteness. And definitely, I think these signs can grow with her. Okay, now if you have ever followed on my social media, you've probably seen this sign. We did pictures of her when we completed our adoption. So again, we've got this plum color in here, and we've got that dark 71 gray. So you can see that color theme is playing out in a lot of the design elements that's in her room. And I really believe that that deep plum color is sophisticated enough that it's something that's going to be able to grow with her. So as she's growing, as her tastes are changing a little bit, I think these pieces are neutral enough. So they're not 100% neutral. They're not just black and white, and there's nothing wrong with black and white. I've got some black and white pieces in my home. I love those, but it's got enough of a pop of color to make it cute for a little girl, but it's not overly dramatic, that it's not still a great neutral that's going to fit with different styles, different colors, different things that she may love. So if you've seen, and then I'll show you this just because why not, okay? Because she likes princess, right? So she's got her little toddler bed, and it's princess themed, so it's got that cutesy whatever. So, you know, you want them to have some freedom of choice in their bedroom, so so that they love what's in it. And so that's kind of where that came in, because she's all into princesses right now. Now, if any of you guys have awesome tips for how to get her to sleep in that bed, then please send me all the messages, because we are on the struggle train. So that's a different video, and that's definitely a different story. But I hope that you guys saw something that we've looked at or talked about tonight that can inspire you. The pieces that you've seen here in Sophia's room are definitely things that we can, I can show you how to make. Oh, thank you, Paula. Oh, you're so sweet. Aren't you precious? Definitely things that you can come in the studio and make. Definitely things that if you are still looking for camp for your kids, those arrow projects are super cute. They can choose their colors, learn how to build them at camp. So we've got another camp, another weekly camp, where those are projects they could choose. That's coming up here in a couple weeks, this month in July. So check that out. That would be a great option. So definitely some fun things in store. Oh, thank you, Althea. I loved the arrows. I thought they were precious. And so fun, right? Cute for a girl's room. Now, you may have boys, okay? We've got boy designs too. My oldest two are boys, so, but they're 22 and 19, so they're not really into me decorating and helping design their rooms any longer. But we certainly have things that work for boys as well. So don't feel like if you're a mom of boys that you are being left out of this picture at all, because you certainly are not. So again, think about your home and find those pieces that help fill you with joy and give you a little bit of inspiration. So I hope you found something tonight that inspired you. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you soon.